That minute, at the moment when you say that to yourself, you're right. But you say to yourself, you know, I can keep doing it, then you're right. Don't get to that point of falling short, because that one moment, that one flicker, is the time that success is going to come your way.
Okay.
When things are going to be explosive for you. Yes, sir.
Reggie, now I want to we have quite a number of people on here. If you have any questions, or you can push the one on your phone. You don't mind if people ask questions, you know, while you're talking?
Not at all. More than happy to. More than happy to.
You know, a question that I've heard people say many years, because I've been around a while myself, and is that what about the person who's really sincere, and they're sincere, but they say to you that you know, I love it, but I'm not a salesman. I don't think I can sell. What do you say to them?
Absolutely. You know, and I come across this. You know, when I first got started in this industry, and you know, we were trained on what to do, how to say it, when to say it, and you know, that was one of the number one questions. You know, I don't like to sell anything. I'm not good at selling. I don't want to ask people to do. Now, let me tell you something about how you can conquer that. You ask people to do you a huge favor, especially if they're friends, family. You ask them to do you a huge favor. I want you to try something and give me your honest opinion on it. Because see, people like when you ask for their opinion. I have a product, I want you to try, but I want you to give me your honest opinion on what you think about my product. So it makes it easier than you just trying to sell them, because we don't want to sell them anything. We want to give them something to try and let the product sell it for you. The product is your selling point, always. Because you know for a fact that it works for you, it's good, it's going to taste great. You're just going to wait to get their reaction. Now, will it happen with everyone? No. But the majority, it will. But the key thing is this: the less you say, the more you can do in making this business. So all you're doing is asking, "Do you do me a huge favor? I value your opinion so much. You know, can you do me a favor? I got this product that I'm surely interested in using for myself. I'm going to try, but I want to get your opinion as well. I'm going to give you a little bit of this product. I want you to try it too. And let's exchange, you know, comments. You know, I really want to know how it makes you feel. How did it taste? Is it something you think that you might want to try yourself? You know, you've got a pain approach on all your folks. It works very well, because people like and value opinion, because I still use it to this day. I always value someone's opinion. So that's the way to get around the selling point, because you don't have to sell, because remember, they're already doing something anyway. They're already doing it anyway, but just not with you.
Yeah.
You have to change that mindset.
I once heard a gentleman say that you'd be surprised when the person, when they say they don't want to sell, they already are selling, because they're trying to sell you on the idea they don't want to sell, but they don't realize it.
Exactly.
You know.
Absolutely.
But everything I found, that even when you go to the store and go to the different places, everything is trying to introduce you to a product, or introduce you to a lifestyle, or food, or something to stimulate you one way or another. Now, you have products that stimulate the people because they're good, but you keep bringing up the point about the health. What is it about your product that helps you? Other than the words?
Let me tell you something.
Other than the words, tell us about the health.
Exactly. I'm going to give you my testimony. You know, prior to getting involved with the health industry, I was a major allergy sufferer. I'm sure some of you can relate to having allergies, especially this year is the worst it's been in years. But, you know, I was so bad that I had to get 2 shots of steroids twice a year from my doctor. 2 in the spring, 2 in the summer. And even with that steroid in my body going through my bloodstream, it still wasn't enough in some cases. So I still had to get the over-the-counter medication to kind of suppress it again. But here's what was going on in my body. Once I found out and got to the health aspect of the health industry and started understanding it, my body was very acidic. When your body's in an acidic state, that's the worst state your body can be in. Because why? You're susceptible to catching anything. Things that are going on can manifest and continue to get worse, like my allergies did. But once I found out the powerful, the key component about having an alkaline body and the importance of it, and we looked at our product line once we got involved with our company and saw that there were products that can help and aid with upper respiratory issues such as asthma, bronchitis, allergies, such as what I was suffering with, we tried the products. And as I was using the products every day and changing my lifestyle and diet and doing what I need to do to take care of my temple, things started to change. My body started to go from an acidic state to an alkaline state. And once that happened, all that was bad going on inside started to go away. So what was happening is my body was transitioning to the getting healthier. Now, even though I felt okay, I didn't know what healthy truly was until I really got healthy. So when I got my body in an alkaline state, to this day, folks, this is my story, 9+ years later, I have not had any steroid shots. I have not had any issues with my allergies since I've been on these products. That's the key component. That's how I know an alkaline body is truly worth it. You want to have an alkaline body. See, what happens when you start taking and eating all these bad foods out here, taking all these synthetic medications out here, you're making your body sick. You're getting sicker at the time that you keep doing it to your body. You cannot continue living a great life when your body's acidic. It's just a matter of time. But there was a Dr. Cutler who wrote this. He said that the amount of antioxidants that you maintain in your body can determine just how long you can possibly live. So if I had a choice of getting my body in condition, in good shape, and good health, and it was my choice to do that, why not go for it? And these products were doing just that. So when I said to myself, if it worked for me, who else can this work for? There's tons of people who have allergies every year and go through it. Some of you on this call right now can probably relate to that. Well, you don't have to live that. You don't have to, just accept it. There's a better way. Get your body alkaline, the body will start to heal on its own. That's what it does, especially when you're at rest at night, when your body's at sleep. That's what's taking change in your body. When you put these good things in, you're going to get good results out. Bad things in, bad things out. You got to watch what you're putting in your mouth, because most people kill themselves with their fork and don't even realize. Don't even realize. But it's your choice. Either get healthy or stay where you are and accept what you got. It's all about a mindset. Make sense? All right, then, Mrs. Saeed. Does it make sense, Mrs. Saeed? Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, thought I lost you. Yeah. So that's the key. That's the key. So getting your body alkaline is key. You got to do that. And you watch. Once you do that, those medications are going to start going away. And here's the key. My wife brought this up in the class when we spoke about help herself. You go into yourself and you go to the doctor and you get your checkups done. Get a report. Get your report. It's your physical. It's your report. It's your blood work. Make sure you get a copy of that so you can start seeing a change in yourself to see if you can believe it. That's what you must do. You owe it to that. You owe it to yourself to make that happen. Don't leave it without getting a copy of what was done. So the next time you go back and you're using these products, you start seeing that change.
Now, tell me a little bit about the product. We talked about the effect of the product. Tell me a little bit about the product.
All right, the product that I used was a product called Multiplex. It's a high antioxidant vitamin that we use that is really good for everything. I mean, it has some vitamins A to Z. You have it, it's in there. And it's in a liquid form. See, our bodies absorb liquids better than they do a solid, and we found that out. So when you take our products, it hits you on a cellular level, microlized action. It goes to work such a minute you take it, it goes to work within 8 minutes of taking that product. So it's absorbed in the body very, very quickly. One of the other products that I have that I put together, what I took was my Multi-Plus and our Artist Red Levine, and also our Omega 369. The Artist Levine Red has 5 major fruits in it. It has acai berry, mangosteen, goji, and pomegranate, and noni in this one product. Now, each one in itself is a superfood. They come from all over the world. But artists like put them all together, so synergistically they work even better together. That product right there is extremely high in antioxidants. That's the main product that got my body from an acidic state to an alkaline state. So I was getting my good vitamins, as well as getting my good fruits and antioxidants in my system, as well as my omega-3, 6, and 9. So it's all working synergistically together. That's why to this day, I don't have issues with my allergies. Because right now, my pH level is above a 7.5. And you can test your own pH as well, family. You go to any vitamin shopping and get your pH strips that's either for the urine or the saliva. Get the one that you can do both with, combination. Costs you about 15, maybe 20, just less than $20 a bottle. You get 90 strips in this bottle. This is how you can test yourself to see how alkaline or how acidic you truly are. Get these strips, you get about 90 tabs. Take one out, and every morning or in the morning before you put anything in your mouth, take one of those strips and put it on your tongue for about 8 to 10 seconds. Take it off, And watch, it's going to change color. Now, on the container, there's a graph that goes from deep red to high purple. See where you are on that graph. If you are less than 6.5, that's just like grass that grows in your yard. Anything less than 6.5 pH, the grass turns yellow. Just like your body works the exact same way. We come from the earth. So if you're less than 6.5, that means your body is very acidic. That's not good. You want to be in the high blue or purple color range. 7, 7.5, 8. If you're in that range, you're doing good. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. But most people, more than 96% of the United States population are acidic. That's why we're number one at those issues such as high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, cancer. We're number one because we're sick. We have to change that. And you can. It's a choice.
What is there something that causes that, or we just eat bad eating? Is that the cause of that acidic condition?
Yes, it is. It's bad food. The body does not recognize these genetic modified foods that they're making right now. The population is growing, so they're making these foods faster. See, we're living by the microwave mentality. They want it in 3 minutes, and they created such a culture now that you want to microwave your food, you want to cook it. When you microwave it, you're killing your food. You're killing what should be good for you. You should never microwave your food. You can take a glass of water and microwave a glass of water that has minerals in it. The microwave will kill those minerals. You know, if you use that water and put it on a plant, you'll kill that plant. What do you think it's going to do to you?
Wow.
Don't take my word for it. Try it yourself. Buy a nice healthy plant and take some microwave water and start watering that plant with it. Watch what happens to that plant. Remember, we come from the earth.
That's
So
right.
you're doing the same thing to yourself. Don't, start cooking your food on the stove. Start cooking healthy food. The stuff that's out here right now that's really in the African American neighborhood, that stuff is designed to kill you. See, they want you to stay sick. There's billions of dollars in sick people. Billions being made because of people being ill. Billions. So you gotta
Now, I just wanted to make the point that what you're saying is so important that our listeners really want to hear what you're saying about this sickness we have, and we think we are healthy, and we're not. We think I was in a store just a couple days ago, and I just stopped for a moment and started watching our people. The store was predominantly African American. I saw so many people that appeared to be overweight. It was just, I was saying to myself, it's almost like we're being annihilated by our own selves and don't even realize.
Exactly.
And this what you're talking about can help us, can really save us. Really, it's not only just a good for us, it's a saving factor. Make us healthier. And a friend of mine said that being healthy is important even if you're wealthy. Being healthy is important even if you got a good idea. You're a politician. Whatever you want to do in life, being healthy is a key component to that.
Absolutely. Health is everything. Health is your wealth. I mean, I don't care how much you make, how many homes you may have, it doesn't matter. If your health is not 100%, if it's not good, what good does it matter? I mean, what good does those things mean if you don't have your health to go along with it? Your health is your priority. God gave us this temple for a reason, to put good things in it, not bad things. I mean, look around you. Look in your community. Look what's happening around you. Look at our children today. Me and my wife were just, we were at a parade. We were at the Memorial Day parade, and we were just looking at some of the children that were walking in the parade. Out of breath, they're overweight because they're eating the same thing that the parents are eating, which is these bad foods. So they don't know any better themselves. So they're creating that culture, and they think it's okay, and it's not okay. Fast food. I'm going to give you an example. The French fries, this is one example so you know exactly what I'm thinking about. The French fries that these restaurants have, and I'm not going to name the one, but you know the ones that big in. Anyway, those French fries are dipped in liquid sugar before they even fry, and all this oil and grease. And what is the main addiction for kids? Sugar. So you're eating these fries that have been already got 21 to 22 chemicals added to a potato, a fry, which is going to be bad for the body. The body's not going to recognize that stuff, is going to get addicted to these fries because of the sugar aspect and the salt aspect that they add to it, which is terrible, which is bad for the body. but yet we consume a lot of it, especially children. What is the first vegetable that they put in a child's hand? A French fry, they can hold it. So they're already starting and grooming them at an early age to get addicted to that sugar. One can of soda, a 12-ounce can of soda, has 21 packs of sugar in it. That's what's taking us out of here. Diabetes is on the rise. People are losing limbs because of diabetes. We just had a friend of ours just passed away at 40 from diabetes.
Wow.
Because of the things that she was feeding herself, not knowing that the food that she was eating was taking her out of here. We have to pay attention, folks. My wife had talked about a documentary, and she speaks about a lot of them. One of them is, I can't remember that documentary she spoke about the food. I think it was Food Wars or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, there's a lot of food documentaries online right now on YouTube that you should be watching. You should be taking. You want to definitely take a look at. There's a ton of them on there that's exposing a lot of what's going on in your community and about what we're eating. You got to watch it because these foods are not real anymore. Not like they used to. Yeah, years ago. People are not growing their own foods anymore. People are just buying what's in these stores and not really understanding what it is. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta be careful.
So I take it that there's a couple things that's going on, and you are inviting us to. Is that not only is your product is a super product that really would develop and maintain a certain level of health, but there's also a mindset that goes along where we have to start changing the way we eat in our habits. That's part of what you're saying.
Absolutely, it's probably one of the most important parts. What the Health is a video that if anybody has not seen that video yet, you need to watch that documentary on What the Health. It talks about that. But I can tell you for a fact that that's key. That is so key. It becomes a habit after a while because of you're so used to doing this one thing one way, and then it's going from generation to generation. You don't know any different. You don't know any other way. But once you start changing that, it's all about a mindset. You have to discipline yourself to do it. There are better ways. There are other options. But you have to be real and be disciplined to do it. And don't try to do it by yourself. Remember, it starts with you. It starts with you, and you got to be the one to take hold of that. You got to say, you know what, family, we're going to start changing what we're doing. We're not going to no longer eat this synthetic food anymore. All this stuff is going to the garbage. We're not doing it. We're going to start eating healthy, so we can live longer and have a better lifestyle. It starts with you. Somebody has to take the initiative and say, you know what, we're changing as of today. And I'm going to say it's not going to be easy because you're so used to that one way. It's going to be a minute. But if you discipline yourself and you work hard at it, eventually it's going to change. You're going to start seeing and feeling different. I know we're doing it. So what happens to you? It's all a mindset. Yes.
One of the things that is like a product, I guess you would say, is a healthy kind of lifestyle. You enjoy life more when you're healthy. When you not feeling but getting up with these headaches and all of those type of things. When you get up full of life, and life becomes more of a pleasure. So the whole build-up here that you're talking about.
Yes, absolutely right. It really is. I mean, think about where we are. Think about when you were in high school, grade school. We didn't have these issues when we were in school. I'll be 56 tomorrow. We didn't have these issues when I was athletic in high school and grade school. I was a runner. I used to run 10 miles every day, in training. So I know exactly what healthy is. That was me. So, but understanding that, just think about where you are right now. But when you're in high school, you can run, jump, skip, you can do all this, had all the energy in the world. But once you started changing and going through that process, you got old, you started eating wrong, you started doing the wrong things change. Right? We have to change that habit. And to get that mindset we had back then. Wouldn't it be great to be able to have that energy you had before, to have that desired weight that you want to be at, and not just what you have to live with, because of a choice. Right? Wouldn't you like to have that? That's the lifestyle I'm talking about. That's what lifestyle is all about. That's what we're teaching in our company, ArdyssLife. We help you change that. And you're going to have some coaches with you. You're not going to do it by yourself. It's a journey. But we're here to support you. We're here to support you. But you have to want it. You have to be willing to participate in your rescue. And we're right there to back you up to make it happen.
And the beautiful thing about what you're talking about now is that there's a financial aspect to this whole getting healthy idea that not only will you be able to develop your health, but it's a little bit about the wealth you can achieve in dealing with these products.
Absolutely. Our company, ArdyssLife, we've been around for more, like I said, more than 28 years, and we have built an incredible platform. We have, my wife and I, when we first got started, we started with, I went for the first meeting actually, was in Somerset, New Jersey, and I took 5 of my partners with me to take a look at the opportunity when Ardyss first came here to New Jersey. And we were able to take 5 friends with us, and I took a look at it, and 4 of the 5 friends joined the company with me, went in partnership together, and built this business. And I can tell you, over the past, in fact, in 2 years of being with Ardyss, we've built an organization of over 10,000 people, over 10,000 business partners, and it's grown and grown. And that was over 2 years, being with the company 2 years. We built the company, built the team that large, that was worldwide. So imagine now where we are and what we have not, and I can tell you, and we have yet to scratch less than 1% of the surface. So there's still a lot of people that are out there that have yet to hear from what we have, but we have a we have great products for one. We have one of the greatest compensation plans I've ever seen. Like I said, I've been around the block. One of the greatest compensation plans I've ever seen. But more importantly, we're out to get people on a healthy side. But while you're getting healthy, you're also making some income too, on a part-time basis. If you choose it, or full-time if you choose to. We can show you exactly how you can make it. You can make as much as you want to make in this business, or as little as you want to make. There's enough for everyone. Remember, it generates more than $1.9 million every minute on something that you are already doing anyway. I want you to think about it. Do you wear undergarments? That's part of the health industry. And the answer is yes. Everybody wears undergarments in most cases, right? You take one, know someone who takes nutritional products. Does everybody know? Do you know someone who takes nutritional products? We all know people who take nutritional products. That's part of the health industry.
Right.
What about personal care? Take care of our skin. So we all use these items, right? So you're already doing the do, but how many of you are positioned to earn for what you're going to do anyway? So what we teach, instead of buying from the Targets, Walmarts, Kmart's, we want you to buy from your market. So that the revenues that's coming down that block going to somebody else now go and be redirected into your household every week.
Right.
On a residual basis. So that's what we teach. So we teach business ownership. You can own a piece of this business or own a piece of our company Ardyss if you choose to. And if it's not Ardyss, you want to find something that's going to create some passive residual income. Warren Buffett speaks about it most. He talks about you can love what you want, do what you want, as long as it's generating passive income. You all need to have residual income, especially today, because you never know when disaster may hit you. When a tsunami may come knocking at your door. Look at some of these places now in Mexico, Guadalajara, Mexico. They didn't know that volcano was going to erupt. Look at Hawaii. Island practically wiped out from eruption. How do we know what's going to happen? We don't know when it's going to come and devastation's going to come your way. You never know when a Sandy is going to come. All right, I'm here. What you going to do about it? That's why.